Stop boiling your rice vermicelli wrong. If you've been, having like a sticky, soggy rice vermicelli, then this video is for you. And today I'll show you the exact method that keeps it silky, springy, and never soggy. Okay, so I started by showing you all of the ingredients I used in this video. Okay, I'm going to be listing everything in the description box, so feel free to check. Okay, and so I'm just going to start by mixing my seasoning together, okay, because I'm going to be needing that a whole lot for this recipe. So this is my sazon mix, and this sazon is so nice. Like, it takes my noodles, my spaghetti, especially the rice vermicelli, it takes it to a whole new level. And you see, this soya spice from Soya Bistro is something else. It comes in 2 variants, but this is the very hot one. So just stay tuned and see what I did exactly with these seasonings. Okay, this is my thyme. If you have curry, you can add curry to this. Okay, so I took a little bit of this and mixed my shrimps, my prawns rather. Okay, I mixed it together and set aside because I'm going to be frying that later. Then I went ahead and fried my hot dog, my sausage, with a little bit of oil. You can make use of vegetable oil, and you can also make use of any kind of oil you have. So this is me just frying it. I'm done with that, and I'm just gonna set aside. Yes, then I go in with my onions. Onions is very important, like, except if you don't like onions. If you don't like onions, you can skip. I know there's some people that do not even like to see onions in their food. If you're that type of person, then you can skip. So I added in my onions, my ginger and garlic paste, just a little bit of ginger and more of garlic. I don't know why people stay away from garlic, but I know garlic takes your food to a whole new level. So this is the remaining seasoning mix that I mixed earlier on in the video. I added a little, and I added a little sesame oil. So if you don't have sesame oil, you can use any oil of your choice. You can use coconut, normal vegetable oil, any oil that you have that you want or you like, you can make use of that. So I added a little bit sesame oil, and I'm just gonna stir, make sure that the onions has released its flavor into that oil. Okay, then I go ahead and add in my blended Scotch bonnet pepper. You can see at this time I have not boiled my rice vermicelli, right? This is me still making the sauce that I want to use. So I'm just go ahead and add in my sausage, and I'm gonna stir, mix that, make sure everything is well incorporated into, the seasoning is balanced, everything is just balanced. Okay, so keep mixing. You want to let that cook, let that fry for a while, because you don't want to end up with a rice vermicelli that goes bad the next day if it remains. Okay, so I went ahead and added in my veggies. Feel free to use any veggies of your choice. As you can see in this video, I made use of sweet corn, carrots, and green peas. Okay, you can make use of any veggies, and you can also skip or take out any veggie that you're not interested in. You can also add in your bell peppers, different colors of your bell peppers, but at this point I didn't have it, and I just made use of the veggies that I had in my kitchen. I went ahead and added in my shrimps or prawns, I don't even know which one I got. I went ahead and added in my shrimps, and like I said, make sure you want to fry all of this together now. Let everything mix well, the seasoning, the oil, everything is well balanced and everything like that. Then I added in my sweet chili sauce. Very important, sweet chili sauce, very, very important. It gives it this sweet, balanced taste. Okay, it's just very, very nice. Yeah, so I went ahead, and if you check in this video, I've not used seasoning at all. Like, I've not used Maggi, because the seasoning I used the other time had, a little bit of salt and Maggi in it. So you want to be very careful when you make use of a lot of seasoning. You want to, make sure you test to be sure that, okay, the seasoning is enough, or you need to add more. Okay, so I'm just going to stir that, let that, cook for a while. Then I tested, and I noticed that I needed a little bit more seasoning, so I made use of my Knorr chicken cubes. Very important. Stir, and set that aside. You've made the sauce, you've made the veggie sauce. Okay, now you want to bring a water to a boil. You want to bring your water to a boil. My water is boiling now, and it's still on fire. I didn't bring down the water at all. I went ahead and added in my rice vermicelli. I'm just going to, cover, let that cook for just 3 minutes. Like, this trick is just 3 minutes. You don't need it to cook more than 3 minutes. So you want to check the time for this recipe, especially when boiling your rice vermicelli. You want to just cook that for 3 minutes. You can use your spoon or anything you have to separate, the noodles, and make sure that it's not sticky. Then, you want to take that away from the heat, from the fire. Like I said, it shouldn't exceed 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes is the trick here in getting a very silky, springy rice vermicelli. And I'm just gonna sieve that and make sure that the water is drained. Okay, like properly drained. And this veggie sauce is so much, and the rice vermicelli is so much as well. With I have a little frying pan, so I'm just going to take some of the veggie out, and also because I want to make sure that while mixing it, everything is well incorporated. Okay, everything is well mixed and everything is balanced. So I'm just gonna stir this, mix this very well. And with time, I keep adding in more veggie as much as I need. Okay, or as much as you need. Okay, so stay with me and see how careful I was in mixing this. Just kept on mixing it. At a point, I left this tool. I went in with my spoon, because it was my cooking spoon. It was very much easier that way. So like I said earlier in my video, feel free to use anything you have in your kitchen. Feel free to use what makes you comfortable. Okay, so I'm also going to add in my dark soy sauce. I made use of dark soy sauce and light soy sauce. Okay, one thing about using dark soy sauce is you need to be very careful of the quantity. It is better when you add it in little by little, that's gradually. Okay, and you want to make sure you mix it very well. Mix it very, very well, and you can taste it. If it's not too much, you're good to go. And if you think it's not enough, you can add in a little. Just keep adding it gradually. Do not put in so much, because it's so salty, and when it's too much, you would not like the taste that it's going to be giving you. Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm going to be adding in the veggies bit by bit as well, and this is me just adding it in bit by bit, and keep on mixing. So this frying pan is too small. I went ahead and added in my bigger frying pan, which I started by adding some vegetable oil in it, and I fried my eggs. Okay, like, you make sure you need eggs, except if you just don't want eggs, or you don't like eggs. Just like I always say in all of my videos, feel free to take out anything you're not comfortable using, and feel free to add what you love. Okay, that is just it. It's cooking. You can do you. It's your kitchen. Okay, so I fried my eggs, and I'm going to take that away, scoop that away, and set aside. So this frying pan was making it a little bit hard for these eggs to fry, but well, it turned out so well. I added in a little bit more vegetable oil and, you know, fried that till I was okay with how it was. And, you know, just set that aside and go ahead with the mixing that we were doing before. So I added in the last veggies and, you know, mix thoroughly. You can add in your light soy sauce, your dark soy sauce if you think you need more. Dark soy sauce, you know, takes the taste to a whole new level, like I said earlier, and it also changes the color. It gives it this very nice color. So I went ahead and added in my onions for, you know, garnishing. Like, I'm a lover of onions. I don't know why some people don't like onions. Like, it just takes your meal to a whole new level. I tasted and I know I noticed that I needed a little bit of more seasoning. Okay, so feel free to keep adding as much seasoning as you think you need. Okay, so I added in my Knorr chicken cube, always to the rescue, and a little bit more of dark soy sauce, you know, for that extra enhancement it gives to your food or your meal. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix that thoroughly and we're good to go. So if you watch this video to this extent, please feel free to like, comment. I'll be expecting you can see I added my eggs. I'm going to be expecting your comments, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't get to miss lovely videos that I post. Okay, and I want to say thank you to my returning subscribers, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope that when next you try your rice vermicelli, you're gonna enjoy. So I went ahead and served mine and I enjoyed. So if this video saved your noodles, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because your kitchen is about to glow up with me, Vinneta Cooks. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and do have a lovely day. Bye.